Hey, great Friday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And let me tell you, I was driving to the office this morning because, as some might already know, because of the way I'm dressed, I had a wedding this morning. And so I'm driving the office, and it was kind of the road was a little bit on the wet side, no, Sam?
I haven't even stepped outside, man. To be
Oh,
honest.
well, I think it's a little bit on the wet side. And of course, people in Brownsville do not know how to drive. Do not know how to drive. But it was kind of trippy. But I got to the office like at 7:45 because I of course
Super early, no, for the weddings.
well I had to get dressed. I had to get dressed and I had to prepare like what I was going to say and stuff because it isn't part of the thing is a lot of people think like it's just anyone can do it and I know people like well I can do it. That's fine. If people want, quasi little weddings, good, God bless. But that's one of the
Yeah.
things that I think that, my someone that I know, and I'm not trying to diss her, but the judge that went to go marry people at the bridge, that's one of the things that she and other people found out the hard way. It isn't just blah, 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 blah. Yeah, people expect something more. And when you go todo fodongo, toda fodonga, and with a big old character and with attitude and stuff, and you're not punctual, you're not dressed for the occasion, then you're going to get backlash, and it's not going to be effective. But what do people expect? I've invested in it, and it's not so much to toot my own horn, but and I'm very very fortunate. A friend of mine helped me out with making this little chapel at the office, and it's pretty. And I just ordered a new sign that's going to come. I ordered a special camera to take little instant pictures and stuff for people that want them. And I'm not trying to promote. I do that already on the page. But what I'm trying to say is le echas ganas, and I prepare this speech 20-25 minutes, and it's a beautiful speech because I prepared it. And
I saw that you have a good photographer
yeah.
with the pictures that you had tested before
Oh,
of the
yeah,
chapel.
and on the page that we put.
Yeah, you know the pictures that supposedly you take better pictures than her. No, doesn't ring a bell.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Remember, like when you ask them to for people to take you a picture, it comes out horrible. But when you take pictures, it comes out pretty good. Doesn't ring a bell.
Mm-mm.
Like it was like last week, bro. You take a picture right there in the chapel.
Send me a message. Se me va la onda. My brain is like fried this morning. But because I've been up early and I've been here.
Yeah.
And let me say that okay, you have to invest some time in it. You have to entregarle, a little dedication,
Yeah.
and I do. And no one, as of right now, gracias a Dios, and thank God, I haven't had anyone complain about I didn't like the service
And
as of now.
speaking of photographs, man, because I know the people like that go to the bars, like the photographers, they do like an instant print, and they just do it like in a little like a basic frame for like an extra $20.
Oh
I
yeah,
know
yeah.
that's
I,
pretty. That's a pretty good idea in case they want to have it.
I
What in
don't
the
think
world are you eating?
it's Merida makes calabaza calabaza drink soup or something. It's delicious, man. It's probably one of the best things I eat in the mornings whenever she makes it. It's just really,
I'll
really,
just
really.
take your word for it.
It's amazing, man. It's calabaza, Sam, como atole de calabaza. It's
Yeah, I
cold,
totally get it.
but it's just so damn sweet, so damn good. And you sort of, and this is part of the thing that with me, it's in my mind. I sort of think that I'm eating healthy. You know,
Yeah.
it's like convince myself that it's calabaza. It's got to be good for you, but it's really, really good, and it's all you have to have for breakfast. I love it. I really do love it. Este,
For calabaza, I'd rather have asado de puerco con calabaza.
oh, and the other day, actually, since you mentioned asado de puerco calabaza, uh, déjame decirte que me encanta la calabaza con pollo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know, calabaza con pollo is just so
Because it gives it a little twist. The calabaza, like calabaza in general, it gives it a little twist.
yeah,
It's
because you
good.
put pollo, elote, cebollita,
Yeah.
chilito. Calabaza con pollo is amazing. You know, we have such amazing dishes down here because we're Mexican, right? But I've never had this before. I never till Merida said that she
No,
made it.
that's like kind of original.
It's amazing, bro. I'm not even joking, bro. I'm going to the next time she makes it, I'll try to save you some because it's amazing, man.
Although calabaza, I would have had it like more chopped instead of like slice and dice in
Well,
there.
yeah, I can understand liquefied, but I want
Yeah.
to feel that texture. You know, I
Mm.
want to feel that. You know, I want to
Porque
play with it.
champurrado es masita.
Yeah, I want to play with it in my mouth a little bit. You know, I went with my dentist yesterday.
Picking up.
They're cleaning my teeth. Can you tell?
Yeah.
He did. He does a great job. An amazing job. Amazing job. I actually have a picture that I took because someone was calling me, saying me like, that's my need to talk to you, talk to you. And I actually took a picture of me with my mouth wide open, waiting for him to put something in it. And and I sent that to him. So I'm going to post that. I haven't posted it yet. I post everything. I don't care. Good morning. Good morning. Comments. Let's go. Comments. I think let's go. Good morning, Father Castro. You can call me daddy all you want, baby. Love you, Hector. Hector's my man. Hector's my take the people to the polls guy. This guy takes people to the polls. So does Ben. Love y'all guys. Hey, John. Did you watch the Starship presentation last night? They're moving main Starship operations to Florida. Brownsville, South Texas got duped. No regular launches from Boca Chica. Yeah, we got duped.
Yep.
You know, and it's so trippy, Sam, because the promises that were made, you know, the seeds that were planted in the minds of individuals down here. You know, there were people that were so damn. Oh, Elon is going to be
Just
the
the way
savior.
that they painted the picture.
Yeah, Elon's going to be the savior of Brownsville because we're flying to Mars from Brownsville. The mayor said that, Sam. You know, the mayor said that. And I think what's happened, Sam, is that Elon Musk wants to separate as much as possible from the mayor and the city commission to the point that they're going like, we didn't say that. You know, let me clarify what we're saying. What we're saying is that we're flying from Florida. We're using y'all as a test ground. We're
Yeah.
dumping our trash all over your beach. Well, is it still our beach, though? That's the question. It's disappointing, John. But with that said, guys, let me say,
Like,
with
what's
that
the
said,
next step?
with that said,
After hearing that.
I'm glad they're here. You know, because it's generating some revenue for our city. You know, some excitement. Because without SpaceX, unfortunately, we have nothing. Because they have left us with nothing. They destroyed the zoo. The Midi Cultural District is a piece of crap. It's a tool for De Los Santos to get his boy toys out there, jobs and stuff. While he sits on the foundation and makes a salary, has him out working. And let me say, guys, in reference to Mr. De Los Santos, Mr. De Los Santos, anytime you want to come on a real show, a show that actually has views, where Sam's wife is throwing things in the background, anytime that you want to come on a real show, let me know, bro. I'm not hiding from you, sir. You seem to be hiding from me. And let me say, in regards to your comments, Mr. De Los Santos, in regards to Erasmo just wants to be relevant, Erasmo Castro is relevant, sir. As long as you don't throw stuff at Sam, I'm okay. Mr. De Los Santos, all you have to do is walk Brownsville Walk Brownsville, and you're going to find out that Erasmo Castro is relevant to a lot of the blue ticket holders. The orange ticket holders may not care for Erasmo, but screw them and screw you. As long as I have my blue ticket holders out there with me, I'm okay. Because believe it or not, Mr. De Los Santos, some of the orange ticket holders are with Erasmo. Unfortunately, for the community, is that they have to remain silent. Because Mr. De Los Santos, how else do you think I know about your huge salary at the middies? How else do you think that I found out that you hired your boy toy out there to work for the Midi Cultural District as a marketeer, while you put him as your chief of staff at the city of Brownsville, and all of a sudden, was you're out there as having him do work during the work that she should be doing for the Midi Cultural District, sending out emails for you. Timestamps don't lie, sir. And it's not Erasmo Castro trying to be relevant. It's Erasmo Castro trying to be informative, so that more of the orange ticket holders out there start to see you for what you are, part of the problem.
Yeah,
Because
I know he was trying to clarify the whole thing about that it wasn't him who had a direct, I guess, influence of hiring Danny back into the Children's Museum, because he was like, "Oh, not the Museum of Brownsville. I don't know what. It's the Children's Museum." Okay, big difference. But was it you that had any influence in hiring him back?
the answer is yes.
That was a question.
And the answer is yes. 100%, and he knows it. Look, they want to deflect by trying to. Oh well, he's misinforming the people because it's not Brownsville Museum; it's Children's Museum of Brownsville. Who gives a rat's?
That's not gonna be a big difference.
It's the Children's Museum of Brownsville City Children's Museum. It's the same thing. But this is what they try to do. They try to deflect. Look, I have proof here. They're misinforming the people because they called it the Brownsville Children's Museum.
If it wasn't him, then state who it was. Okay, like it's simple as that. Like, hey, you know what? There's a misunderstanding. It wasn't me. Like Roy, whatever. It was done through this person that had to bring him back. Simple
Because
as that.
According
But
to
if he's more than welcome to come over here and clarify that thing. That way, we as the people.
But part of the problem, Sam, is that on those quasi little mannish behind the mic shows, they're not going to ask him the tough questions. They're like, okay, so then he is implying that it wasn't me. I know who it is. It wasn't me. Then just say who it was. Why doesn't anyone in local politics?
Yeah, because I was expecting like Manny to ask him that, like a following question, like, okay, so who, like, how did he get back inside? Like, how did he start again?
And look,
but there was no questions as far as like
nothing. And again, I didn't watch it because I'm not going to go watch a quasi little piece of crap little show that only serves to push the narrative of the politicos. I'm not going to go watch it, but I do have people that send me all the information on it. And let me say, they're never going to appear on something because they can't. Because the truth of the matter is, you can't fight against the truth. And the truth is,
but one of the good points. Well, on a side note, one of the good points that Ben brought up, Ben Benavides, was that like, are there public restrooms downtown? Like, if you're as a shopper, like let's say you're shopping at a place, like wouldn't that be like something the city should work on, or no?
Well, it's kind of a weird thing. Again, I don't think that there's any space or way to make more bathrooms downtown. And again, who's going to clean them? I mean, have you seen the videos I've posted of the bathrooms at the sports park? Sports park.
It's because I know the Parks and Recs cleans up right there in the little plaza right before you get to the bridge. They're in charge of that little area. That's how those trees get snipped up and cleaned up and everything. I would assume.
People are pooping and pissing on the streets. Have you walked down?
Well, that's why they're pooping and peeing down the streets, because there's no restrooms.
Yeah, but then who's going to uphold?
There's a garage.
Who's going? Yeah, and the garage is closed up for all the illegal aliens. But who's going to maintain and clean the restrooms?
The city of Brownsville. They can sweep up the city, the streets.
They can't.
The businesses are not out going outside like in Mexico, sweeping their own little area.
They're not.
The city, at the end of the day, like they pass us the machines. like whenever it's busy, like on the busy season. I don't know if they still do it, but I know back then they used to go by and pick up all the cans that they used to have there.
Those street sweepers like
Yeah,
that with the things. But right now, because there's so much poop out there, they're just spreading the poop all over downtown. You know.
tienen que pasar los de Charo Days de los caballos. It's a lot easier like that.
And then I can see people. Well, yeah, that's because of horses and no, it's because people don't have a place to poop and pee. They poop. I mean, all you have to do, guys, is walk downtown. It smells like piss. It smells like piss. Ahora,
Yeah, 'cause I remember going to New Orleans and it was disgusting with that, man.
it smells like piss. I mean, we can't clean up what we have now. Look at the sports park. I think I posted the video. Someone sent them to me. I'm sure I did. There's the horrible bathrooms. We can't even keep that clean. And the sports park, Sam,
That
we
clothing-
invested
no.
we invested 58 million out there. 58 million, not pesos.
Like that would fall under Parks and Recs, wouldn't it? Or a different department?
At this point, I don't even know who controls because at one point it was BCIC.
Like who's working? I want to know who in the city is working.
Pues nadie, apparently. But at one point it was given back to BCIC, and BCIC was funding part of it. Blah 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 blah. Honestly, at this point, I just don't know. But look, Sam, I challenge anyone to go out there. You're not going to see $58 million. You're not. I challenge anyone.
And
Go.
they could generate revenue from it if they actually put it like some mind into it.
That's actually a great question.
Start creating some events out there.
Well,
some competitions of some sort.
Well, you remember back then when they were going to bring this singer or something down to the sports park to sing, and the guy stole like $50,000 from him. Do you remember that?
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but supposedly they were going to have a concert and someone was going to come down and blah blah blah. And
Oh, he stole all the pre-sale tickets.
Yeah.
Like money from the yeah. And
can't
then
remember who it was.
the singer didn't even know about the event. That one?
yeah, one.
Yes, I do. It does. It rings a bell. I don't remember the who was the singer, and then they came out to clarify, but I don't know what was the end result of that.
I don't know. I think it was Takashi or something. I can't remember.
No, not Takashi. It was something else.
Takashi 69.
Sure, those comments.
I don't know who it was. It was one of those like.
But it was a robbery. But it's like I tell you, man. It's like if once you start auditing or investigating departments, everything starts coming up, and if people from the freaking like lunch ladies or whatever you want to call them, like from the schools, if everybody's stealing, everybody just like if they're not getting their money, they're gonna start stealing, and that's what they're doing.
Boys to men. Thank you. I got people sending me the information. It was boys to men.
It's like when I found out about when people back, I want to say a couple of years back, I want to say 5-10 years back, because everything's cash when you go to the beach, right? Do you ever go to the beach access besides the Isla Blanca?
Huh?
You know how you pay cash, right? So in those during the summer, it generates a whole lot of money. So, but there's no one looking over them. So what happened one of those days that they started rotating them, and on certain weekends it was making a lot of money, and certain weekends it wasn't. Well, it turns out the weekends that it wasn't because they were pocketing money.
It's crazy, but yeah, boys to men. Thank you. I couldn't remember who it was, but it was one of those D-list groups now. That allá en su tiempo they had their glory days. That it's like going now and seeing the Backstreet Boys now, and you're going like, there's no boys in that. Or boys to men.
Is that a men to elders?
Yeah, now it's men to geriatrics. Someone here? I have someone at the office. Hold on. Pásale. Oh, we got La Mafia. Are we in the 90s? The Sombrero Fest committee needs to change it up. There are many artists out there. Yeah. Guys, maybe some people here like all this stuff. And if you're on YouTube, like that damn channel. There's like 20 people. There's only like 4 likes. I should like it myself, but I don't like
or dislike it.
or dislike it. It's just something, I don't like a lot of these groups that come because to me, all that music is the same. More power to the people.
But they're gonna say that, oh well, they're the only ones that accepted the invitation and took 10. I don't know how much are they charging.
For what?
Like, do they charge? I know that they have to charge.
Oh,
Like,
of course they do. Of course they do. But a lot of these groups. I mean, more nothing against them. If you like them, good. But it's all the same. Dun, 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 dun,
but
dun,
it's been
dun,
they
dun,
were here already.
dun, dun,
So
dun,
imagine if they brought like a different one, like Calibre 50 or something.
What the hell is that?
Calibre 50.
Is that like a gun?
Bandas. They're Mexican music, bro. Todos alterados. O todos alterados o todos parejos.
I'm Anglo. I'm white. My birth certificate says I'm white. Good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning, Cesar Garcia Hermoso. Good morning. With his current.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm trying to see if I can find it again. For Valentine's Day, I think there was like a gym that has an open invitation for like I guess for like a grappling or wrestling matches for anybody. You just show up and you start throwing hands, but they match. I guess they match you up with people, and I'm like, that's a good thing to go watch on Valentine's Day.
Is that your cousin's?
No, not that. It's like an actual like MMA, Taekwondo. Like you can do whatever type of style. But I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. I don't know how I found it. I know it's in Alton Glory somewhere. I don't know if anybody else knows about it, but
I'm interested.
Alton Glory.
I'm interested. I'll grapple with someone on the floor.
That'll be good. Like it'll be, like for raising funds, like watch politicians fight, go at it, and whoever wins takes a seat.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to see with Trump and Biden.
That'd be funny. Geriatric fight. In his current lifestyle choices, Roy Los Santos should be the last person throwing Bible. Let me say, these people, this is how hypocritical, and Mr. Los Santos, anytime you want to have a Bible debate, I'll put Sam against you. And let me tell you, Sam doesn't know. Announcer. I put Sam against you, and Sam will still kick your rear end, sir. I mean,
I probably know as much as he does.
And Sam here doesn't know too much Bible. But if you want to come Bible with Erasmo Castro, you're going to find that you are completely out of your ballpark. But
yeah, no, I did see that he was trying to like, hey, well, it's because he was mentioning the whole like don't
bear false witness against your neighbor.
Exactly, that one. You see, I don't even know that one.
You know where that's found, Sam?
Don't ask me questions about the story right now, bro.
Sam!
The 10 Commandments, bro. It's the Old Testament.
Exodus 20, Sam.
That's what I just said. Old Testament.
No, you didn't.
The 10 Commandments. I just said it before you said it. The 10 Commandments.
But you didn't. But the Old Testament is, huge. I wanted you to pinpoint where it was at.
I said Old Testament. The 10 Commandments.
Well, that's like me saying, "Oh, it's in the Bible somewhere."
It's in the Bible.
Of course, it's in the Old Testament. But what really trips me out is that Mr. De Los Santos is, oh well, let me quote Bible verses. Isn't part of your community so anti the book of Leviticus and Exodus because it basically states certain things against your lifestyle, but then you still want to use it because you want to make it relevant? Then why don't you take the whole instead of this nitpicking here and there?
Yeah, he did mention that. I guess everybody has their own like bones in the closet. But he did mention the whole.
Well, again, the difference between Mr. De Los Santos and Erasmo Castro is that Erasmo has nothing in the closet, nothing, because everything, anything, and out there is because I've made sure that it comes out. I don't have nothing to hide. I mean, I've mentioned my previous drug use. I've mentioned being homeless. I've mentioned living off the streets in Brownsville. I've mentioned it all.
So being big.
I mentioned being handsome and totally not fat. I've put it out all out there. What is it that you're going to say about Erasmo Castro, Mr. Los Santos? Because that's what you're implying. What is it that you're going to say about Erasmo Castro that people in Brownsville don't already know? What? Bring it on. But again, for someone who is completely non-relevant, according to you, you sure as heck do spend a lot of time thinking about Erasmo Castro, which is interesting. Good morning. Good morning. And the only reason that Erasmo Castro and Sam bring out Mr. de los Santos is because you're a damn rata. And you're on these committees, you're getting paid, you're a commissioner. It's fair game. If you did not want to feel the heat, you should have never gotten into the kitchen, baby. Come on the show. Give
Like
me
just to clarify it, you know,
yeah,
just
come
we're
on.
not trying to like bash him. When well, we're not trying to bash him like for the wrong things. We're just trying to clarify the wrongdoings.
Erasmo said you need to stay relevant. Erasmo is relevant. Again, walk with me, Mr. de los Santos, any day down the mall, down the streets in Brownsville, and I'm going to guarantee you that more individuals and a whole heck lot of more individuals are going to know who Erasmo Castro is and have absolutely no clue who the hell you are. None. So Erasmo Castro does not need to speak about Roy Los Santos in order to be relevant. Erasmo Castro is relevant because he produces facts. And on that note, I submitted an open records request just before the show because the Camille Playhouse, they filed a complaint against Mr. De Los Santos because of his relationship with the boy toy, Brian Martinez. They filed a complaint. So you're going to say that that's fake news too? So I've submitted an open records request, Mr. De Los
Because
Santos.
I don't get it how this guy is able to send emails to everybody using the city email when it's regarding business of the other like other committees, like when he was dealing with the meat committees or whatnot. Um,
It's double dipping, Sam.
yeah,
It's double dipping, and I'm
or
going to.
when you're trying to talk United Way business to the city using the city email, like you're literally like already in there. You're
It's
infiltrating this city and asking them like, "Hey, let me get all the people from the city into meetings, like the firemen and everything, other departments, and to get into the United Way."
well, like I said before, I'm filing a complaint with the Attorney General. So MIDI Foundation, just know I am filing a complaint with the Attorney General, and I hope that you revisit a lot of the hiring practice in regards to giving Mr. De Los Santos a check, and also consider as the consulting with a MIDI cultural district and letting them know that they should have not hired Brian Martinez as a favor to Mr. De Los Santos. But again, that's fine. File a complaint and have Attorney General see if they want to look into it. And maybe they won't, but at least it's out there.
It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but like if it's okay if they would have hired him, but if they would have done through the process, not just skip everybody else, just like the mayor did to get the grants. Like they jumped the whole line and get the grant. This guy like jumped the whole people whoever was applying for that position and got this guy real quick. Does that make sense? Or no.
Yes, 100%. I like the way that you mentioned teachers who just complain about BIC should leave or get organized to voice their complaints. You need to use your social media platform and organize protests. Just saying 100%. And we try, Mr. Nobody, but we don't have any takers. Look, Mr. Nobody,
Not take her,
I
yeah.
none takers. And Mr. Nobody, I challenge, and I challenge anyone who has just retired from BIZ.
Well, you know what, man? There are takers as far as like when people go vote because they do go vote. They show up in numbers. They might not show up like in with their faces to places for protesting, but they'll
Yeah,
go show up to vote. But
but Sam,
then
there's
you
an
have that
there's a missed
fraud, initial
opportunity.
fraud.
But there's a missed opportunity. Uh, for anyone and everyone out there who has retired because you're just fed up with the district, you're retired. They can't do anything to you. Why aren't they knocking at my door? You know, I mean, you know what your co-workers are going through. You just retired. You just left BISD. Be vocal for VISD. I want to see more retired people out there speaking at the meeting, coming on this show, sending more information and putting their name behind it. You know? I ate too much calabaza. So good. Those bands for Sombrero Fest suck. Maybe La Mafia is cool, but La Mafia is from back in the day. What happened to Sombrero Fest and Mr. Amigo? It's gone downhill. And look, it's going to. It's all watered down. It's going to.
Un Ramón Ayala tan siquiera.
Vicente
Por más
Fernandez
fregado que estés.
or Vicente Fernandez. In his current state. That would have been a better attraction than a lot of the bands that they brought. Well, as I said, Sam, everything gets watered down in Brownsville. We used to have a great zoo, it went down. We used to have a Sombrero Fest, I guess, that had like mass and something when they were still relevant and stuff. Intocable. Now we've got list D bands, but that's what Brownsville deserves. For that reason, I don't go downtown. Restroom problems. It's horrible. And please do not come to my office and ask to use the restroom because I'm going to say no.
Why?
Eh?
Why?
Because I don't want to have to clean.
It's a mess back there.
It's a mess.
It looks like a third world country.
You are underutilizing your platform. Your words require action. If you really want to make, you know what? Make your own. Why is it that everyone out there or some people out there want to dictate to me, well, you're not doing enough. Screw y'all. I'm doing something. What are you doing? I'm underusing my platform. I'm trying. Don't point out what, oh, you're just a screw up. Tell me how. Come here with me. Come here. Not behind a Mr. Nobody, Papa. And I love you. But no, don't hide behind a fake name. And don't tell me, well, you're not doing it to the best of your capacity. Shut up. Come over here to my office. Sit next to me. Let's do the shows together. Help me with lighting. Help me with production. Help me reaching out to people. But don't go out there and saying, well, you're underutilizing your platform. I'm trying. I love you. I like you. No, he's got good points. I do. I like him. But no, come on, man. Help me out. Help me. Help you.
And how can we utilize it better?
Yes.
Like
Help
what more can he do?
Yes. Help me. Help you. Help me. Help you. I love you.
And what was the verse on that? Ayúdate que Dios te dará.
That's not actually a verse, Sam. You try.
It has to be. Everybody says it's there.
And if everyone says it's got to be right.
It has to be.
The new Mr. de los Santos. I sent you the video. Somehow it's starting to go down. What a shame. I'll look at it right now. I walk there every day. Oh, yeah. It stinks. Oh, the video about the sports park. Yeah. Yeah. Mingo sent me the video in regards to the sports park. Nasty. You know, if we can't keep the restrooms that we have now, what, we're going to add more restrooms? We're going to have more poop stalls. You know, and there's nothing sicker than going into a restroom where all the crap. I don't know. And look, I don't know how people do this, Sam. But you know, when people put poop on the restroom stalls, I'm always thinking like, who wants to do that? You know, what kind of animal wants to grab their poop and smear it on a wall? You've got to be a sick animal. Yeah, sick individual to want to grab poop and smear it on a wall. Like, is that like a badge of honor or something? Or are you just a damn marrano? I don't think animals even do that. You know, my cats, they poop and then they hide that crap. Literally crap. Have you seen that, Sam? People do that?
I seen it in walls. It's nasty. I got into some real nasty restrooms when traveling.
Sick.
Oh, and there's some restrooms that never freaking change. Like the one, I don't even know exactly where it's at, but I know it's on 281, getting close to like Three Rivers. I always used to stop there, and it was like nasty.
I gotta
go along. Hey, those comments.
I'm trying, Maggie. I'm trying to see your cousins because I put up that post on your cousin's WhatsApp thread. I put a picture of myself. Said, "Hey, so y'all can have something pretty to enjoy your morning." I walk there every day. Sick. Have less than you too, mi amor. A barking dog never bites. Is that a
Like
se- is that
Roy?
a is that a
No,
is that a sexual reference?
no. No, he put that when you were talking about Roy.
Oh,
I'm not too sure if it's if that's what he's referring to.
love you, Papa. Love you, Mr. Nobody. Saludos a Brian que se ponga a jalar. Well,
Oh, he does. He does
he's
all the
jala-
footwork
that's how he got the job by jalando.
because I know he also posts in the Southmost Living.
Southmost living or Brownsville living?
There's a Southmost Living page as well,
My God.
but it's all like cleanups and taquerias and stuff like that. Sort of some events.
It's so trippy because all these little Southmost pages, they started off with such punch, and then all of a sudden, all you have now is Southmost living. I mean, all my uh, compadres that have passed away that were raised down Southmost are rolling in their graves. Like, what the hell? That's not what Southmost used to be. Why does my nose look crooked? Sad that there's no one to clean the restrooms, yet almost every single city maintenance department responsibility is subcontracted to the politicos' friends. 100%. And that's what's very, very unfortunate because you know exactly where all the contracts are going. They don't want to spend big money on top-notch groups. Besides, if you get a headliner group, Washington Park is too small. That is exactly right. I mean, it's impossible, bro. I mean, if you're going to bring down a Metallica, you know, if you're going to bring down and I'll mention groups that I'm familiar with because I don't know those.
Didn't they bring Mariachi Metallica something like that? Have you seen that group? It's like it's a mariachi group that plays Metallica. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I've seen it. It's just like
It sounds cool,
it's all
different.
right. I've seen the instrumental Metallica, like the violin and the cello, and that's okay, but it's not Metallica of old. Now I'm not talking about the new Metallica. New Metallica sucks. After after and Justice for All, it's just they started to go down. And Black, they were like, and then it just went to crap. They tried to come back with this last album. I think it was Upload. I think it was their last. I can't remember what it was. But you know what? I lost interest in them. I mean, they completely they sold out. They just went another direction, one direction. I think that's a group too. But let me tell you, I've been to several. I think I went to like 6 Metallica concerts. 6 Metallica concerts. I actually went to the Metallica concert with Cliff Burton when he was still alive here in McAllen. And, and I think a lot of people that know about music are going to be surprised that Erasmo knows Cliff Burton. But I used to be a metalhead. I used to go into heavy metal. And, I love Ozzy. I love
You never
everybody.
went to the Metallica concert when it came to Brownsville?
Brownsville. But again, let's say, Sam, if we brought a Metallica down, there's still people going to go watch it. You can't have that at Washington Park.
No.
There's no space. You're going to need a bigger arena.
That's some desorden.
Yeah, social disorder. That's another band. But Hector's on point. You could only do so much at Washington Park, so you're going to have to bring these D-listers down because only a select group of Mexicans are going to go out there wanting to hear them. I don't want to hear dun 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 for 3 days straight.
Don't they have groups in the morning or something like that?
They got events in the morning like tug of war and
But I thought they brought like some country people like in the mornings or no?
I, I don't do some breakfast. The only time I went to some breakfast was trying to because of an election. Like I'm here, and I might still go just to say I'm here. I'm running for state rep and for Cameron County commissioner because the state rep election has already opened. The city groundkeepers and maintenance department have become lazy. They're codependent on others doing their job for them, just the way the zoo staff has now become guards and supervisors for all the community service kids and adults who complete their hours there. That's why zoo has gone to crap. It's true. And Mike's is 100% right. But it's like, have you seen, Sam? Like when PUB's out there working on something, you've got like 10 supervisors and actually one individual in the whole digging.
Yes, I just
That's
saw that yesterday too.
I mean, and again, guys, it may sound like, oh man, they're just being negative. It's the truth. I mean,
No,
someone's
es el supervisor, el safety, los manager y no sé qué rollo. Y luego el intern.
que no vino hoy. Sam, Erasmo has also admitted he was wrong. He has mentioned it all. Yeah, let me tell you guys. I don't look, and I think Sam knows me, has known me for a long, long time. So everything's out there, and I don't care. I have nothing to hide, Mr. De Los Santos. You might. And we're going to find out. And we're finding out, and this is the difference. We're finding out through open records requests. What a shame, you know? What a shame that we're finding out that you have your boy toy, and then
And
you
he did
deny,
try to cover his steps because I think he mentioned that on his emails. He's like, I'm trying to make sure that everything's like legit,
and it's not.
but the way it was done, it's not legit.
And you know what's trippy because Mr. Lantos now going, oh well, he's just being negative. He's just
Is it?
doing what
He's gonna admit it, like, okay, it was a mistake, like a tap in the hand, and that's it.
yeah.
That's what he's
Again,
expecting to correct.
look, Mr. All you have to say, Mr. Los Santos, is you know what, and again, he tried to deny that. Yeah, he had a fling with the boy toy. Everyone knows Mr. De Los Santos. And this is what's really trippy because this is why, Mr. De Los Santos, I'm getting a lot of your orange ticket holders because a lot of your orange ticket holders is that they know the truth and they're going like, he's lying to us. And this is the problem with lying, Mr. De Los Santos, or trying to smudge the truth is that you lose your people. Because let me tell you, if I was out here lying to my people, you think they'd still be on listening? They wouldn't. They're going like, Erasmo's a damn liar. You know, Erasmo's not it's full of crap. That is how you lose people. And again, I'm not out here to lose people. I'm trying to gain, and I have gained. And as irrelevant as you think that I am, Mr. Los Santos, I'm getting your orange ticket holders because think, sir, think. How else do you think I know all the information that I'm getting? I'm not getting it from the blue ticket holders. You know?
He's gonna start investigating everybody he knows.
Yeah, I'm not getting the information. I'm not getting the info. Think, Mr. Los Santos. Think. I'm not getting the information from the blue ticket holders. I'm getting it from the orange ticket holders. I'm getting it from your colleagues on the commission. I'm getting it from your colleagues at the committees. I'm getting it from your colleagues at the different boards. Hey, Camille Playhouse finally grew some, and I'm proud of them. They finally grew some, and they filed a complaint against you. Against you. Erasmo Castro knows. And how else, Mr. De Los Santos, would Erasmo Castro know? Because of the blue ticket holders? No, baby. Because you're losing your orange ticket holders. And they're tired. And they're coming over to Erasmo Castro's side. And look, it may be just to be against you. That's fine. But at least for that small moment, they grew some balls.
Hey, on that note, for Camille Platehouse on February 14th from 6 to 9, they're gonna have auditions for that new play that they're gonna do, Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, I wanted to go audition just for the heck of it, I think they would like really trip out. Should I?
They're like, well, think about it.
I don't know. I just don't have time, man. One of the things that and again, I get all this information, and the people sending the information sometimes go like, "Erasmo, have you done something? Have you?" I go like, "B, I work, you know, I work. I mean, I'm here in the morning, working. A friend came by and can just I work." I'm not on the computer all day. I'm not on social media all day like Trex Mendex says. I'm
I'm
not.
not just a keyboard warrior.
I'm not a keyboard warrior. I've actually got a job. I work. I got people calling me all day. Oh, I think it's even if Roy's paying the Brian salary to be his assistant. I still find it mega weird. Why does it need to come out of your pocket, and why him? I think we all know why. Again, guys,
And if it does come out of his pocket, what's up with the whole email, like the city of Brownsville email? Why is he getting
100%.
that?
Exactamente. Now, and look, Sam, it's so simple. You want to hire your boy toy to be a chief of staff? More power to you. Why do you have to get him a city email? Why do you
Yeah.
have to get him a city badge? Why? All you have to do is make up your own little LLC, De Los Santos public servant or something, and have Boy Toy out there saying, I'm the chief of staff of De Los Santos public office. But why does it have to be City of Brownsville? He is not an employee of the City of Brownsville, yet he has a City of Brownsville email. He is not, he was not hired through any process to the City of Brownsville, yet he has a City of Brownsville badge. How does
What
that
was
make
the other
sense to
things?
anyone? There's only one
He
staff.
also asked you about the training because don't they also get training for
They have
everything
to.
they deal
You
with?
have you have to, Sam, because let me tell you, I even got training when I got my badge at the BISD. You know, you're made to train and to sign stuff.
Yeah. And literally everything that he gets, he just forwards it over to him. That's all he's doing. So what exactly is Roy doing if he's just forwarding everything to Brian and Brian's doing everything? So what exactly is Roy doing? What
Well,
is he just
and
there to
talking about
look at a
relevant
picture?
and talking about relevancy, I mean, all he's doing is trying to keep Brian relevant. That's all he's trying to do. Because at the end of the day, he has an excuse as to why they put him on every other board and committee out there. Why? What has he done except take care of Mr. De Los Santos' staff? It's the only thing that he's done. And I like Brian, man. I like Brian. But, I'm disappointed that he would lower himself to that level, you know, to be a blurb, to be a Mr. De Los Santos toy. Really, Brian? Man, some dignity, bro. Some dignity. No dignity. That's unfortunate. Brownsville, the only city where the superintendent of the district uses the kids to beg a billionaire to come to the party. The whole video was cringe, and the kids should have nothing to do with it. It's pathetic. A junior high.
God.
Sam Kent le tiraron algo. A junior high, man. And I mean, I'm sorry, Jessica Tetro. My God, Jessica Tetro. He loves us. Did you see that, Sam? Oh, Elon, he loves us. Come on, Commissioner.
He's one of us.
He's one of us. He loves it. You see that, Sam? Did you see it?
Yeah.
He loves us. Sam, do you for a second, do you think Elon Musk loves us, Sam? For a second.
And to be honest, like that looked a little bit staged though. Like when he was already about to say yes, it's like, what is it again? Like, I'll be there.
Sam, do you think he loves us?
No.
It's like it's like those women.
If I was that rich, I wouldn't look at you twice.
That's why I have a dentist. Let me say, Sam. It's like those women that get beat up by their husband. And they call the police, they throw them in jail, and then the next day they're out there crying at the police
They're
station.
the ones bailing them out.
Please, yes, please let him go. I don't want to press charges. He loves us. He loves us. And there's a lot of those women here in the Brownsville. No dignity, no self-respect, no self-love, no self-worth. Because let me tell you, anyone out there who accepts a man or a woman beating the crap out of him is an imbecile, is stupid, and needs help, needs mental help, needs to be put in an asylum for a little bit, to get the mental help that they need. because no one should put themselves in that situation. No one. And there's a lot of folk that can't get out of that situation or feel that they can't get out of that situation. They need to reach out. But do not think for a second that
And
anyone
I'm not too
that
sure
uses
if I'm.
let me finish my thought. No,
Yeah.
not for a second. Think that anyone that abuses you, that uses you, that hits you, that beats you up, loves us. And that's what Elon Musk is doing to the city of Brownsville. He does not love us. He uses us. Sorry.
No, it was like regarding the women stuff, but I know you were talking about like the whole Elon. I don't know why I keep on calling him Ellen.
Ellen.
Elon.
Is that,
No,
the,
I
is
was
that the
because you were saying
ex-girlfriend
about
that
like
used to beat you?
the whole thing about girls like taking the abuse and whatnot. I know that there's help out there, and I'm not too sure if it's the one on what's that street
Friendship,
called?
friendship of women.
The what?
Friendship of women.
Yes, and that's right there on
12th Street in front of the Catholic
yes
Church.
on 12th Street.
Yeah. Reach out, guys. No, and reach out to me. I'll help.
Yeah, I
I'll
know
help.
it's a huge step. Because I know I have friends that like they've dealt with that of like that mental, I guess mental anguish, mental abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, and it takes a while before you actually step out of that hole. But the help is there to just try to reach out to the friendship of women. But yeah, going back to the whole Elon thing, it's I'm just gonna wait until how is he going to show up in the Charo Days and Sombrero Festival? That's if he shows up.
Even if he shows up, guys, he does not love you. Vicente Fernandez, unless you're going to dig up that cadaver of work. That's why I said in the state that he's in. Going by your. Vente, Kenina. I love you. Saludos a Orlando. Ya deja de comer, Orlando. And I'm here.
In a 2-hour breakfast.
And I'm here eating my calabazas. Se te sube la calabaza, no? It's that sugar, bro. Natural sugar. Mr. Nobody, welcome to the club. That Erasmo screams at us, but still loves this club. I've got after Snoopy también. And then Snoopy goes, why are you mad at me? I'm going like, I'm mad at everybody. Snoopy, I still need some more snacks. It's so funny because I took a picture of me, of course. I know it's kind of strange for us to take pictures of himself, but with the snacks that I have at the office behind me, and Snoopy says, "Oh,
I saw that comment.
so you
Like
don't
use a man, and it's all stacked of munchies.
the same events every
All
year."
busted.
Todo ya, like todo descubierto. The 5K run, the tug of war, the jalapeno eating contest, and then the grito contest. Then see you next year. Same thing year. Only thing that does change is the entrance fee. Pa arriba, papi. Mendigo Roy Cochino. Yeah. Elon only loves his money. And look, more power to him. He is a billionaire. He did not, let me say this. He did not become a billionaire by falling in love with small cities like Brownsville, Texas. We both share our love for Brownsville. It seems we are tired of being taken advantage of and disappointed. Lack of success. You have the potential to make a difference. Wish you the best. Help me. Help you, Papa. Please. Help me help you. And look, and I've shared this, and I share this with the people. I've shared this with the orange ticket holders out there. Guys, I can't do it alone. As much as I want to, and I try, I cannot. I need help. It's not just me and Sam out here screaming all day long. I need other people to join in. And look, it's like what happens at church, Sam. At church, you have all these people that, okay, I want to participate. I want to do this. And they want to do the cushy crap, They want to do the cushy crap. No, get over here and get your hands dirty in the nitty gritty. I know. I just want to do the bare minimum. I just want to, get on the pulpit like someone Sam. Just want to get on the pulpit No,
No
papi.
quiero decir nombres, pero es cuando hicieron la fundación de la escuela de predicadores y fueron muchos y nomás estaban como dos mezclando el cemento.
Yeah, like
But
the,
I'm
the
not gonna say names.
no, like the PUB supervisor, Sam. Exactly the same thing. It happens.
Uh-huh.
It happens in all. And what I'm trying to say, it happens everywhere.
Yeah.
But everyone wants to. Yo quiero sobresalir. Yo quiero.
Everybody has ideas, but no one wants to do the footwork.
Get in the footwork and look. And look, I'm horrible at manual labor. Everyone knows that. No shame in my game. I'm horrible at manual labor. I would rather say, you know what? Let me give Cal Compa, here's $20. You do my bit of the work. But at least I'm taking part, you know? I mean, at least with cash, something, you know? Because I'm not good at manual labor. It's not that I'm good, it's just I don't like it. I don't like doing manual labor. There's nothing wrong in that. But then you have to do
Because
something
you have
else.
your people that have like the great ideas, and then you have the people that know how to like work with their hands or
Exactamente.
more
But
physically. So
everyone
you
has
kind of like, work together.
But everyone has a part, Sam. So
Yes.
you've got these people that are great with manual labor or good at it, or have no other choice, and they're here. And then you've got people like me that are not good at manual labor, but I'll pay someone to do the manual labor, But that's what makes it work. That we've all got our different parts and stuff. And if we all do our part, it's like a well-oiled machine. We keep on moving forward. So what I'm trying to say is to the people, the orange ticket holders that are sending me the information, thank you. We're great. I need it. I just need all of you all who are not orange ticket holders, who are not out here helping me, to come out here and help me. Do your part, because hiding behind a pájara Peggy out there, love you, pájara Peggy, hiding behind a pájara Peggy, it's not helping anyone out here. Hiding behind, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to dish you, Mr. Nobody. Hiding behind a Mr. Nobody doesn't help. Doesn't help, because if you're not putting your name out there, which is okay, don't put your name out there. Send me money. Send me finances. Give me a cash donation so I could, do a little bit more work. And I'm not asking you for money, or send me information, or send me a damn pizza once a week. Help
That's bad
me.
for you. You should be eating pizza.
Yeah, make it pepperoni and bacon and ham, please. Thin crust. But something that way, guys. And look, in all honesty, that way I don't feel like I'm by myself, because it sucks. And I've mentioned this, being the that lone voice that cries out in the desert. And Sam doesn't know, but it's a biblical passage. The lone voice that cries out in the desert. Guys, it
I'm gonna
sucks.
have to search that one because no.
It sucks being out there, and that's why I'm going to say this, and that's why I appreciate
I
when.
think like the most useful information, the most I guess price thing they could give you is like information of stuff
Yeah,
that's going
or
on.
pizza, either one. But that's why and I'm going to say this. That's why I appreciate Maggie coming on, because it helps me. That's why I appreciate when Frankie was on. I appreciated it. I appreciate when Sam is on, and he's now on regularly. I appreciate it because it helps. It does help, because you can't do it by myself. It's and that's one of the things I posted on my private page, Sam. El trabajo se va a hacer, el trabajo se va a hacer, but to a smaller degree. Can you
Yeah,
imagine if there was more of us working together? We'd accomplish so much more. We'd accomplish so much more. But el trabajo se va a hacer. I'm still going to be out here, guys. But to the limitations that I have. I'm not going to stop doing weddings. I'm not going to stop filling out paperwork for people. I'm not going to close my office because I'm fighting for the city when the city throws a big FU at Erasmo by not helping out. It's not the kind of father that I am. I'm not that kind of pastor. Even the mayor shared it on his page. He was like, if anyone doubts it, here's the proof. Elon is coming to Sombrero Fest. Bien enamorado el vato. But let's put it also in office so people will know what happens behind those closed walls. Gente. Hell yeah. Hola, mi guapísimo Erasmo. Hola, pájaro Peggy. Te amo. Ya me ofendiste. Yo sé, mi amor. Te usé de ejemplo solamente, mi amor. Yo sé, nomás te usé de ejemplo porque estaba en la entrada. Tú sabes que te quiero, pájaro Peggy. Gloria Trevi would have come to be Mr. Amigo girl, but she's never invited. I love that chick. Yo quiero andar de pelo suelto. That's the only one I know. Pues
That
sí,
would cause a ruckus. Are
but
you serious? That's the only one you know?
I don't know any of them.
Con los ojos cerrados? No? No? You're from a different era then.
Yeah, different era.
You skipped the comment?
Did I?
Yes. El de Hector? Es because you want pizza, pero si te lo traen de tray.
Yeah. Pues sí, but the pizza at Trey's place is expensive. New Perry song now on shower days. New party song now on shower days. Maybe. Anything else, Shem?
Uh,
10 o'clock.
nope.
Guys, have a great, great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. If you still believe in all the crap, I'm done. Guys, have a great day. Guys, be good to each other. See you tonight at 9 p.m. Be good to each other, and please continue to be good to me. God bless.
Bye.